all of a sudden what you know is longer, no more, really put me in a position that I felt my back was up against the wall and got me to put my head down and really, really get my stuff going. So, that's exactly what I did. And kind of I find that when I'm in those situations, I perform best. It's no different to like, an auction floor. You're at the sharp end of the deal. You're trying to pull together a multi-million-dollar transaction. You're $1 million apart and you get together. When I have a discussion with a client, I say to them, this is one of the parts where I'm the most value add to you because I'm super comfortable in these situations. And this to me was kind of no different. Yeah. Put hard work into effect. Team really stepped up. That's been a big piece. My guys, particularly Oliver Lavers, Kai Thomas, who are now associate directors of Ray White TRG, have really stepped up to the plate, performed, and doing their job better than ever before. So when you have every kind of wheel to the vehicle moving in the same direction and at the same pace, it becomes something special. And this is only the beginning.
Yeah, I must admit I can relate to that. When your back's up against the wall, it kind of makes you work harder. So I do have a couple of questions on that because when we posted that news, the world kind of must have gone a bit mental for you. There was a lot of curiosity as to why you didn't leave Ray White, because the Rubinstein Group as a brand has been quite well established for a long time.
Sure.
So what was your thinking in staying with Ray White but going to another office?
It's a good question. I mean, there are a couple of reasons as to why I decided to stick with the brand. I think, first and foremost, Gavin Rubinstein or now, the Rubinstein Group and Ray White is a fantastic formula that has worked over the past decade. And I think, I've been able to do things in the space that other practitioners haven't. And I thought, with taking some level of creative direction, of course, being under their brand guidelines still, but, being the official captain of the whole ship was going to put me in a very strong position to exceed client expectations and continue to do things to get noticed. Pink elephant mentality is what I call that.
Yeah.
That was number one. Number two was, for me, the awards and the recognition being the largest real estate brand in the country is like an unbelievable driver, right? So I'm obsessed with NBA basketball. I know it's kind of ironic, right? Because, I was never going to play basketball, unfortunately. But, these guys who are unbelievable competitors compete every year. They work, they train hard and have an unrelenting level of commitment that they give to their craft to compete for a championship. To me, that number one salesperson, that awards night, given how big the brand is, was my championship. And I definitely thrive off of that competition and enjoyed each year competing for that, particularly because, I think most agents struggle with consistency, and that was something I really wanted to, a question I wanted to answer around. You can't be consistent if you have the right work ethic and process and your kind of actions map towards your ambitions. And so I thought I didn't want to lose that competitive side of it, right? Happy to go start off your own brand, but who are you really competing with as such? And I like the competition. It drives me. Of course, now, the journey is different and it's a lot more challenging because not only am I competing for salesperson, I need to try and get someone to compete for salesperson because I no longer compete in that category after these next awards, but I compete in office and then I'll compete in principal, which is ownership category. So, big kind of exciting challenges, which I tend to gravitate towards because I, like I say, thrive off that.